Shri Verma ji, Dr. Sehgal, Shri Sanjeev Sahai, Shri Luis Miranda, friends, a very warm welcome to all of you. On behalf of both the Ministry of Railways and the Observer Research Foundation, thank you for taking time out to participate in this discussion. The context for holding this roundtable discussion is the Vision 2020 document, Indian Railways Vision 2020 document that the Honorable Minister Mamata Banerjee presented to Parliament last month. I believe that in many ways it's an agenda-setting document. Unfortunately, there wasn't much public debate on the Vision 2020 document because it happened to be presented simultaneously with the white paper, and the media focused only on the white paper, and as a result, the contents, the goals, the targets, the perspective presented in the Vision 2020 document, I believe, are worthy of a much wider public discussion. And the round table that we organized is an humble attempt to promote this debate with a very important segment of stakeholders, all of you. There are many things that are significant in the vision document, but I will draw your attention only to one aspect, which is the subject of today's round table: public-private partnerships. How to promote private investment in the railway sector. My friend Thomas in his presentation will speak more about this, but the longish introduction by the Honorable Minister to this vision document makes it very clear that the ministry and the minister are now open to private investment in railways, and they are saying this with far greater conviction than ever before. Let me give a few examples. Railways propose to add 25,000 kilometers of new lines by 2020, and they say that this will be done through government funding supported by a major increase in private investment. By 2020, more than 30,000 kilometers of route would be doubled or multipled. 6,000 kilometers would be quadrupled with segregation of passenger and freight lines. The maximum speed of trains, passenger trains, would be increased from the present 110 kilometers to 160 to 200 kilometers. This 110, 130, the present, its maximum, the average is much lower. The average speed of even Rajdhani is well below 100. There would be new generation of locomotives and rolling stock, and the minister makes it categorical that PPP would be established in a whole range of modernization and expansion, from world-class railway stations. 50 stations have been identified for redevelopment into world-class railway stations by 2020. Setting up rolling stock manufacturing units, logistics hubs, Kisan Vision projects, high-speed passenger corridors, the RailTel Corporation that railways have set up with almost an unmatched network of optic fibers, which unfortunately has not been fully leveraged. And the most ambitious railway project since independence, the dedicated freight corridor project. Land acquisition has already begun for 2 corridors. The Western Corridor and the Eastern Corridor. But in the coming decade, 4 more corridors, the 2 from Mumbai, Chennai and Chennai, Kolkata, as well as the East-West, North-South would be added. What is interesting is that while on the one hand we have ambitious goals for freight, on passenger, 6 high-speed rail corridors have been identified: Delhi, Chandigarh, Amritsar, Pune, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Vijayawada, Chennai, Howrah, Haldia, Chennai, Bangalore, Coimbatore, Ernakulam, and Agra, Delhi, Agra, Lucknow, Varanasi, Patna. 6. And the vision document makes it very clear that these 6 high-speed passenger corridors would be built with private sector participation. Now, how will all this be funded? There is a very ambitious figure that's mentioned in the vision document, that the railways would need 14 lakh crores over the next 10 years. 64% of this would come from government's, the railways' own internal resources, augmented by private sector, and the railways expect 36% of the contribution to come from the Government of India, gross budgetary support. The immediate concern of Indian Railways and especially the Railway Minister is how do we find resources for a very large basket of pending projects, the so-called economically unviable projects. These are economically unviable but socially necessary. We see at the time of every budget, members of parliament, chief ministers urging the railway minister to include new projects. Railways have no resources, and maybe by some measurement, by some yardstick, they are not viable, but people need them. We can't say these are unviable, therefore we won't take up. The railways estimate that they need 100,000 crores to complete 109 pending projects, some of which have been pending for the last 25 years. And therefore, the Honorable Minister is looking for innovative ideas for all these ambitious ideas that are contained in the vision document. And our round table today, friends, is just a small attempt to bring together representatives from the corporate sector, financial institutions. China's capital is not the Olympic Stadium, is not their airport, which is already the largest in the world. It is not their opera house, but it is their railway station. And what is the condition of our railway stations today? Same in Shanghai. So friends, the purpose of this round table is to recognize that we have a major duty to perform to strengthen our country. Railways, the private sector, all of us together. We can't do business as usual anymore. This is the message of the vision document. And in this, on behalf of Indian Railways, I seek your cooperation. I am very pleased to have in this round table some very senior representatives of Railways. Sri Varmaji representing the Western Railway along with several of his colleagues. We have Dr. Sehgal, who is heading MRVC. I am also very pleased to have my old colleague in the Prime Minister's office, Sanjeev Sahai, and also Ashwini Vaishnav, who are today with DMICS. So I am sure we'll have fruitful discussion today. Thank you very much.